That's the truth. I'm sorry.
It's kind of disgusting, I have to be honest.
Here's the key of the problem. We have the most convenient solution possible. But I'm gonna show you that it can be super convenient, easy, affordable. It's gonna save you a lot of time, and most importantly, it's healthy.
This is the easiest step. Remember the ruler?
Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my Tuesday. A regular Tuesday here. I think it's gonna be indoor because it's cold. It's super cold today. I have a few things to do. We have a lot to talk because I think it would be a good idea to take a time to sit and talk to you about a subject that came to my mind. And oh, if you're new here, nice to meet you. I'm Luciana Couto. I'm a health coach, but I don't like to tell you what to do. I'd rather inspire you by sharing my life. That's what this vlog is about. I want to give you some tips and tricks here and there, and I want you to see with your own eyes that living a healthy lifestyle is not that complicated. And I do that leading by example, or at least I try. So welcome to my life, welcome to my vlog. If you're not new here, welcome back. And let's start the day with coffee. So let's talk about convenience. It's interesting that life gets easier, the world evolves, but why are we unhealthier and unhappier than ever? I think we should look for that answer in convenience, because convenience is a good thing. But the problem is, for the last decades, we relied on convenience to avoid pain, which sounds good, right? But pain is important in life. I'm not talking about physical pain. I'm talking about those annoying things that we have to endure in life to be able to actually get stronger and to be able to endure more and more challenges in life. For the last few decades, we saw a lot of convenience emerging. It started with the food industry. Somehow cooking became a demanding task, and we started to eat more and more processed food that doesn't bring us all the nutrients you need, and worse than that harm us with, I don't know, a lot of substances that are not good for us, with additives, with excessive sugar, and a lot of things that we already know, right? And what started with food is spread to other areas. So the more we got used to avoid pain, like cooking, the easier was to accept, to avoid pain in other areas. Movement, for example, or more recently, being bored, because social media came with this instant gratification to solve this problem of boredom, right? So we don't have to endure pain at all, right? This way we become weaker and weaker. That's the truth. I'm sorry. On the surface, it can look like this. Oh, if I can avoid the pain, I can live better, right? But that's the thing. Pain makes us stronger, and the stronger we get, the more we can endure the challenges that life brings to us. And we started by avoiding small pains. but we need those small pains to train us to face the big ones. And that's why everything annoys us nowadays. Everything makes us depressed, everything makes us unhealthy actually.
And here we have my sourdough starter. I have to feed it today. I started last Saturday. If you didn't watch that vlog, I started, and oh my god, it's like having a child because every day you have to feed it for the first, I believe, 7 days. I have to check, but yeah, it's actually growing. It's kind of disgusting, I have to be honest. It's weird. So every day I have to get rid of half of the dough or starter, or this thing. It's not pretty at all. And then I have to put 1 more cup of flour. I'm using whole wheat flour, of course. You already know me. Always whole wheat flour. It's better because it has more nutrients, it has fibers, vitamins, yada yada. 1 cup, and then 1 cup of water. Then we mix it again. We have to scrape the jar to get everything, and then we bring it here, we cover it and let it aside. And like I said, it's like having a child. We were thinking about giving it a name. I was thinking Brad the bread, but my husband had this idea of sourdough. What do you think? Let me know in the comments how we should baptize our sourdough son. It's lunchtime, and if you know me, if you're not new here, you know that I cook double for dinner, so I don't have to worry about my lunch. I don't have to cook. This is another quick tip to not let convenience get in the middle of your wellness journey, of your health journey. You can cook double for dinner and have your lunch ready, or you can cook double for lunch and have your dinner ready. And yeah, that's convenient, right? But at the same time, it helps us stay healthy. So that's the type of good convenience.
Convenience is not bad itself. Convenience is a good thing actually, if we have a good relationship with it. For example, it's good to have devices in our kitchen that help us cook more, right? I love my stand mixer, I love my food processor, I love my air fryer, a lot of things that actually help me live a healthier lifestyle, that help me cook more, prepare more wholesome meals. All of those things, they bring convenience to life. So that type of convenience is a good thing. Here's the key of the problem. I think the problem is not the convenience itself, but the focus we have in life. I think society, especially in the last decades, focused too much on productivity as a mean to wealth, to get more things, to get more money, and somehow we lied to ourselves that that was a healthy life or that was a happy life. And as I said, nowadays we are unhappier than ever, unhealthier than ever, because we should focus on living a better life. And living a better life means experiencing things, experiencing a good life. And sometimes we work so hard that we don't have time to enjoy those things. And worse, we don't have health to enjoy those things. So we should prioritize our health, we should prioritize our well-being. Of course we need money, but we should focus on earning enough to experience those things in a healthy way. We should never ever prioritize money over health, time over health, actually anything over health, because health is the baseline of everything, is the baseline of happiness. Because when we are healthy, we simply live better, our mood is better, we foster better relationships, we are better human beings, so we make good to the planet, to the environment, to the people around us. So it's not convenience itself the bad guy, it's our focus. So I talked about convenience, how the excess of convenience is not good for us, that actually the focus is wrong, not the convenience. We should use convenience in our favor. But how do we do that? I'm glad you asked or didn't. So the thing is, balance is key on everything in life. And I think the best way to think about balance, the best way to come up with a balance or answer for balance is thinking of a ruler. Imagine a ruler. On one side of that ruler, we have the most convenient solution possible, the easiest, quickest way to do something. On the other side of the same ruler, we have the healthiest option, because they are opposite. I'm sorry. The thing is, we should find that sweet spot, that spot on the ruler that we feel comfortable enough, but it's not so unhealthy that will bring us bad consequences. You know what I mean? It's not here or there. Because even if you try it to get there, to that healthiest option, you would fail. It's almost impossible. Life gets in the way. And that's where are all those people trying to change their lives on a 180 turn and failing miserable. Because they try too hard, too fast, and too hard. They think that the same rules of convenience apply here, and they don't. The path here is not quick, and it's not as simple as open a package and eating. So the approach always has to be balanced. Don't try too hard, but try to always walk the ruler towards the healthier side. What I mean by that? Let's say here you have this ultra processed food to eat tonight, and here you have the healthiest meal that you could possibly cook tonight. But to prepare this meal, not only you have to buy a lot of ingredients for tonight, you also would have to cook for hours and do a lot of process, so it's not doable. But what about something in the middle? What about a simple meal that you can cook today that it's way healthier than the processed food, but it's not as hard as the healthiest option possible? That's the game. It's about finding that place on the ruler where you feel comfortable, because that will be more convenient for you, right? And that's what I do here on the vlogs. I'm always trying to show you spots on that ruler where we can find comfortable solutions to eat healthier, to live healthier every day. I'm gonna propose you an exercise. Think about the most unhealthy habit you have. Either ordering food every day, either eating things that are not healthy, either smoking, either being sedentary. Think about the worst habit you have nowadays that are preventing you to live a healthy lifestyle. I don't want you to go all the way on the other side of the ruler. I want you to find spots on the ruler that you can walk towards that direction. For example, if you order food every day, I want you to think about cooking your meals once a week, only one night a week. And that already would be one step on the ruler, right? And once you can get that done, you can start walking more towards the other side. Maybe you could cook 2 nights per week, 3 nights. If you're trying to quit smoking, how about smoking one cigarette less today? It's one step, one simple step that's gonna bring you closer to the other side. If you think you are drinking too much alcohol, try, I don't know, spend 2-3 days with no alcohol, 1 week with no alcohol at all, something that is gonna give you a win. If you are sedentary, you don't need to start by going to a HIIT class every day. You can start by walking 15 minutes a day, and it's already a huge improvement, believe me.
And here's the cheese that I made last week. If you watched the vlog, I made cheese for the first time. And it's actually good, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really good.
We are going to eat with toast. There is, I mean, it looks like a cottage cheese, but with a little less flavor because there is nothing. I made only with milk and the citric acid, but with a little of salt, it's perfect, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, I want a toast.
you.
Not you. See, it looks exactly like cottage cheese. And it tastes almost the same, as I said, with a little of salt, or we can actually use herbs or other things, and it's delicious and healthy because I know exactly how it was made.
And to prove we can find a balance between convenience and health, I'm gonna prepare a dish tonight that at first you would think that it's not a dish that we should prepare on a normal weekday night, that it's not convenient to make it, but I'm gonna show you that it can be super convenient, easy, affordable. It's gonna save you a lot of time, and most importantly, it's healthy. How could you imagine that you can roast a chicken and that could be the most convenient dish to make on a weekday dinner? The thing with the whole chicken is that we solve a lot of problems at once, or at least we have a lot of convenient things at once. For example, first, the whole chicken is the most affordable chicken that you can buy. It's way more affordable than buy only the breast, for example. Second, you have different parts of the chicken, so you have different meats. So if you're going to eat for more days, for more dinners, you are not going to feel like you are eating the same food, because one day you're going to eat the breast, the other day you're going to eat the wings, and such and such. And if you have a big family, each one can have their own piece. And you know, people are different. I myself love the thighs. The chicken thighs are my favorite. But my husband loves the chicken breast. This way, we both enjoy dinner and I don't have to make different things for us. Here's the deal. I'm gonna roast a whole chicken tonight, and because we are a house of two, we are going to eat tonight, tomorrow for lunch, tomorrow night again, and probably the next lunch. And if you are thinking, oh no, Luciana, but it's too much work to roast a chicken, not at all. We are going to marinate it, and marinated seems like a fancy term. Let's say we are only gonna season the chicken. We are going use a pan. I have a cast iron, but you can use any pan that you have that can go to the oven. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna season the chicken, I'm gonna put on the pan, and I'm gonna roast it for around an hour and a half at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's done. Can you think about something easier than that? And here's the thing, sometimes we get scared by the time because, oh, it's 1 hour and a half, but it's not 90 minutes cooking or doing anything. The prep's gonna take 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then that's it. And then we just have to wait for the chicken. What the excuse I would have to order food tonight? One more thing, if you're not new here, you know that I advocate for you to explore recipes. Try your own seasoning, try your own cooking time, try your own, your own things. First, because it has to be done according to your taste, according to what you are going to enjoy. And secondly, it has to be done in a way that is gonna fit your own routine. And your routine is different than mine, so think about your schedule, think about ways to prepare that works for you. So yeah, and that's why I always share what I cook. I share how I make everything. Actually, if you're not a subscriber, this is a good reason to do so, because every night I cook something and I share with you, I show my process. But if you want to go further, if you want to step by step, all the quantities, all the nutritional value of the food I cook, you can join my Patreon, because all the members, they get the recipes, they get all the quantities, all the methods, all the secrets. Besides that, you watch the vlog one day early with no ads at all. You can watch the whole vlog with no interruptions at all. And I also post educational videos there. So you are going to learn about nutrition, about exercise, about hydration, about a lot of things if you sign up for my Patreon. I'll leave the link here. You can go to patreon.com/LucianaWellness, but you can follow the link in the description, or you can use the QR code that you see on your screen. And yeah, I'll be waiting for you there. And without further ado, let's make dinner. So I'm gonna cook rice for the chicken. I'm gonna use brown rice because it's better than white rice. It has more vitamins, more fibers. I mean, if you can eat brown rice instead of white rice, better. If you don't like it, what you can do is to mix them together. Half white, half brown. This way you can incorporate a little more of the nutrients that the brown brings to the plate. And here comes a little cheat for you. If you struggle to incorporate veggies to your diet, this is the easiest way. Where I can find it? It's here. You can add these to your rice. Of course, the best way is to incorporate a variety of veggies, some of them raw, some of them cooked. But if you really struggle, start by this, because this is the easiest step. Remember the ruler? So it's a little step towards the healthier side. For each cup of raw rice, I'm gonna add 1 cup of these, how can I say, these mixed vegetables, frozen mixed vegetables. And I'm gonna cook the rice normally, cook it as the way you already cook your normal rice. I'm gonna use the rice cooker for that because I think it's the easiest way. Remember when I told you about appliances that bring convenient but in a good way? I think the rice cooker is a good example of that because it's the easiest way to make rice, so I don't have excuses for not making rice at home. Actually, I use for quinoa as well sometimes. But if you don't have a rice cooker, no worries. You can cook the rice the same way you usually do and everything's gonna be fine. Thank you for joining me today.
If you liked this vlog, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos like this regularly. And consider signing up for my Patreon, where members get my recipes, exclusive educational videos, and more resources for living a healthy lifestyle. See you next time! On this vlog, I brought you to Costco with me. Come to see everything that I bought there.